those who are going to decide on the 7th of December that, look, yes, we have made some mistakes. We accept our mistakes. But these people are not the alternative. Because we are better thieves, if there are, I mean, like, if there's any word like that. In terms of, we are low. We don't come anywhere near their kind of thievery. Do you understand?
They are not thieves.
Please.
I remember the way the Garlands were looted, and shamelessly, the MPP chairman, Jacob Blante, is still in court battling to buy state bungalows.
And there are thousands of them. Isn't it a shame? Okay, and this man comes out and rather is talking tough, and it's funny. Ghana is getting to a point of.
I guess most of it is excited when it's talking.
Interesting. So, you know, you want to find out whether these people, they have children who ask them questions. So, Daddy, do you think what you said on radio today is all right? Do you understand? I would want my boy to
look at you.
Whatever I say, he should ask me questions. And Daddy, you spoke right. You understand? He should be analytical. That, look, we have a country we all love. And so we should ensure that that country, whatever we are saying, whatever we are doing, posterity should be there. Our children should grow. And please, people have sacrificed their blood for us. People have sacrificed their future for us. What are we doing? We've sold, I mean, please, the houses you see, so and so Plaza, so and so whatever. Do you know the owners? Very soon, some of these names will come out.
The opposition MPP candidate says Ghana is suffering from leadership paralysis. Ghana is not working, President Mills is not working, and the Vice President, John Dramani Mahama, is not working. Peter Boamo Tukuno, are these the evidence of what we have seen in the past 3 years under the Better Ghana agenda?
Obviously not. I think if there is anybody in this country who still doubts that the MPP are so desperate and hungry for power to the extent that they've lost their, their senses on how to, analyze issues very objectively, then I would be very, very surprised because, I mean, right now everybody knows that the MPP is so desperate. Now they talk recklessly. They've thrown caution to the wind.
When
and
you push them too much,
they start insulting you. You recall what Akumia did to
and that was very disgraceful.
And Gabi Ochedako did to Omane Boama, and they've been doing it to me every day. You understand? So clearly they are so frustrated and they've lost touch with reality. Now, if you look at what Nana Akufo-Addo said, in fact, he falls very short. The MPP falls very short on all the criteria that he sets for good leadership on first examination. Now, he talked about...
Even before you go into that, the whole statement, does it really make sense?
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why Nana Akufo-Addo will go to Texas and decide to make this statement.
Can I help you?
You can.
Probably he never expected that information to be carried beyond
the room.
Just like the way he said somebody recorded him and then had to bring it public.
And that even brings to question his judgment because, we would expect that somebody who is a flag bearer would exhibit that kind of solid judgment when it comes to issues to say where to say this and
but
where
does
not
he
to
really
say
have
this.
that sense of judgment?
Yeah, but clearly he doesn't have that sense of judgment because if you look at the people surrounding him, people like Amfo Kwachi who have been convicted for putting weed and cocaine in yams to UK.
And I heard something about money laundering.
Yeah, money laundering, the Menu and Co. Yeah. And all those people. So everybody surrounding him is involved in some kind of criminal act.
Not when even WikiLeaks says that he wakes up in the morning with
a cloud of smoke on his head and so on and so forth. So the man in question is always kind of excited with the revelations, as you said, with weed and all those things. When you take them, you get so excited. So sometimes you lose your sense of judgment and you make statements by recklessly and so on and so forth. But then, let's even look at what he actually said and let's analyze it critically. Says he spoke about lies and propaganda. Now, Nana Akufo-Addo himself, I will not even pick people like Jake who are serial liars, like Akumia who are serial liars.
Sir John, who doesn't really understand what he talks about.
Sir John, who nobody takes serious and even listen to. I will not even go there. I will pick Nana Akufo-Addo himself and look at his consistency and the ability to tell the truth. You recall that he met party faithfuls at Mankesim. And made a promise that he would turn Ghana around to a first world country in 10 years, which obviously everybody knows that. I mean, you cannot get 10 years as a president.
Not at all.
So indeed, by that statement alone, you are rendered incompetent.
Exactly.
You are not fit for the position because you've even failed to realize that you don't stay in office for 10 years.
Yeah. Unless, of course, maybe he wants to change the constitution to perpetuate
unless maybe he wants to change the constitution. And he promised that he is going to bring a draft of the proposal. You know,
yes, you have that?
And to date we don't have that.
Okay.
You understand? You also recall that Nana Akufo-Addo himself stated that he had gone to UK to say that he doesn't, when he becomes a president, he will not approve of gay rights and gay freedom and all those.
It turned out to be
a
huge
false.
lie.
You understand?
Yeah.
So he himself and his people are very, very untruthful to Ghanaians.
Okay.
You recall the plethora of lies they told when they were in power, when he was a cabinet minister, when they knew clearly that the CNTCI loan was not going to bring anything to Ghana. They spent a lot of money and stood by it. Yeah. The IFC loan. Yeah. You recall their agents like Kwekubaku and all those people defending it strongly, the Alfred Ogbamis and so on. So they have even failed the test.
I describe those ones as MPP surrogates.
Yes, you understand. Yeah. They have failed on first examination on the criteria of lies. Yeah. Now again, they talk about propaganda. You have a whole political party who, after 2 years of electing their flag bearer, they have no message.
They can't even name a running mate.
When you read Chasing the Elephant into the Bush, written by Arthur Kennedy, he revealed that as of June 2008, they didn't have a message. They were now scanning for message. And it took an expert from US to come and give them a message.
So and tell them what they have to campaign on.
And you know the message he gave them? He said that there is report and research indicates that they are so corrupt. So they have to find a way to make sure that you understand. Yeah. Again, if you look at the propaganda thing that they are talking about, last 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago, when this Wyoming issue was dying out, when Osafo Mafu was invited, you know, when it was clear that they were complicit in this matter, and Osafo Mafu was invited, they started running away from the Wyoming issue. But all of a sudden,
they've turned around.
They decided to hold a national council meeting to, you know, mention their running mate. Yeah. They went to that national council meeting, and a serious political party like the MPP, the reason why they were not able to announce their running mate was that they wanted to do propaganda with the Wyoming issue, tell a lot of lies, so that Ghanaians will see that we are corrupt and put their running mate issue aside. You see, that tells you how the MPP use propaganda. Again, this Kennedy Japan issue of 2.5 million, 5 million. It's clear propaganda. Yeah. They just want to paint the president as a corrupt person. Yeah. You also recall that when this report came, even though they didn't support the investigation by Yoko, and they took them to court, they were the first people to launch on this report.
I mean, what I find even amazing is that they were quoting the president to have said that he did not know anything about it.
Which is so ridiculous.
He never
said that anywhere. You see, so they are soaked so much in propaganda. To the extent that, I mean, they cannot pass any single examination, you know, when it comes to taking themselves off propaganda. He spoke about incompetence. Yeah. Who is incompetent, which leader is incompetent in this country than Nana Akufo-Addo? You recall, when he was appointed Attorney General, and he had to go to court, even a first year student, or if today is my first day in a law classroom, I will know that a state will not go to court and say that the president against Felix Amagashi, or the president against Atuchi Kata. Okay. This was an attorney general who went to court and said the president against Atuchi Kata. Okay. This is a foreign minister who sat down with all the drug barons around him and the criminals around, like Afu Kwachi, who was his personal assistant. Made sure and supervised to the extent that, you know, diplomatic passports got missing and were found with drug barons. Yeah, people like Raymond Amankwa, who have been convicted for drugs, who later Nana Akufo-Addo released his access to him when it was confiscated. Yeah. Was found with one of the diplomatic passports. I think we How can you give a drug baron who have been arrested and convicted for
Let's go for another short break. And then when we come back, President Mills took over an economy of 7% GDP growth. Today, it is 13.6%. Took over inflation rate in double digits. Consistently, over a year, it's been maintained at a single digit. The wage bill has been increased from over 1 billion to 4 billion. And these are but a few of the prudent management of the economy and the results that have trickled down into the pockets of Ghanaians and onto the entire Ghanaian economy. But Nana Akufo-Addo says Ghana is suffering from leadership paralysis. Honorable Edu Asari, does that make up?
Well, maybe President Mills is not chasing girls And, you know, you understand? Okay. Yeah, so certainly people will characterize, this is a cool head president who believes in results. Yeah. Okay, when I think one journalist, Shamima, asked him about his leadership style, he said, go on the streets and people, what has happened to them in the last 3 years? Water here, road there, you know. And then when you are done, come and tell me the sort of leadership that is. Because for me, I'm not bothered about it. Call it anything you like. Charismatic, dumb, whatever. It's your business.
But obviously, one of the fastest growing economy in the world today cannot be termed as a country suffering
you see,
from
for me,
paralysis.
that is why I respect the Ghanaian electorate a lot. That in the final analysis, when the balance sheet is presented, the discerning Ghanaian, before they go to the polls, these are the issues they will want to find out. What has happened? And I think we should, as I said earlier, all of us should help put all of these things in place. I'll bring my Adenta development. The others should bring theirs as well. So that let's sit down and talk. Now, MPP, bring yours. Do you understand? For me, that is what it is. It's not about coming to, leadership, what? Go to Labadi Beach, bring guys there, smoke all manner of things, left, right, and center, share condoms and all. Is that the leadership you are talking about? Mention Nana Akufo-Addo. Oh, when they are talking about his, you know, and then they say what? He led the campaign against this militancy and this and that. Is that what we're talking about? At least President Rawlings, when it comes to those militancy, we've had one solid president in the person of President Rawlings. And I don't think when it comes, the two of them are put on the same scale, he can match President Rawlings.